see how it goes. Might need to back it off just a bit, the volume. All right. All right, mic volume. Looks like we're okay. All right. I'm gonna Okay. 14. Is he a senior or junior or senior? Welcome to Hockey Night in Cincinnati. Your Troy Trojans here to take on the Mason Comets. So we've got about 4.5 minutes to go till the game starts. Take a quick walk through this season. So your Troy Trojans currently 6-3-1 on the regular season games. I think if anything kind of typifies this season, it's recovery here, as we've had number of injuries happening as Ethan Beidel, Kyle McGurk, Perry Schweitzer, all out. Eli Winning, all out on injury right now. So we do see the return of Ian Francis Knott here, number 14, to the Troy Trojans. I believe this will be his first game back with this team. As the Trojans take the ice, we'll go down through the lineup. Got your captain, Cooper Sexton, number 4, senior. Brady Smith, captain, number 8, senior. Have Eli Winning, assistant captain, number 24, junior. And as I said, he's out right now, currently on an injury. Luke Harris, assistant captain, number 7, junior. Anthony Scalise, number 27, junior. Kyle McGurk, number 9, junior, out on injury. Ethan Beidel, number 10, junior, out on injury. Carson Smith, number 16, junior, he's out this evening. And Will Barnes, number 25, junior. Carson Sentman, number 2, sophomore. Carson Sentman had 2 great goals last weekend, his first varsity goal and then his second varsity goal the next night. On defense, Andrew Condi, number 12, senior. Anthony Spirito, number 15, sophomore. Tristan Tidwell, number 28, sophomore. Perry Schweitzer, number 21, freshman. He's out on injury. And the Brayson Staten, number 1, junior. And Tristan Miramontes, number 35, sophomore, in the goal. So coming to you tonight from Queen City down in Cincinnati, home of the junior Cincinnati Cyclones. Troy Trojans have 3 games this weekend. So tonight we're on the road here in Cincinnati against the Mason Comets. Tomorrow on the road up at Tam O'Shanter up in Sylvania, Ohio, near Toledo. That's against Lake. And then on Sunday night, they got Springboro at Hobart Arena, and that is youth hockey night at Hobart Arena. We'd love to have everyone come out in person from the Trojan fans and also from the Troy Bruins. So youth hockey night, 5:45 p.m. against Springboro at Hobart Arena. Following that, next weekend is going to be the Miami Freeze tournament. We know the Trojans will go up first in their first game on Friday, December 20th at home there at Hobart Arena against Beaver Creek. They'll play again on Saturday twice and Sunday. So I hope to have everybody here to join us. You can get all your Troy Trojan hockey information at trojanhockey.com. going to bring everything in here. Get set for a face-off. Troy Trojans are coming off a win last weekend at Bishop Watterson at Taft Coliseum in Columbus. So as this game's set to get rolling in the NHL tonight, the Senators are up 1-0 over the Hurricanes. In the 11:34 left in the second. Senators on a power play. We'll remind everybody listening and the kind lawyers at YouTube that any music that is heard tonight is not under the control of any of the Troy organizations. This music's picked up incidentally, played publicly at the arena, and we have no control over it. All right, lining up for the face-off, Brady Smith. Out on wing is Ian Francis Knott. Cooper Sexton bringing up defense right now. Andrew Condi, Luke Harris, Tristan Miramontes between the pipes. Smith picks it up, takes it in, shoots on Mason, blocked by a goalie. Brady Smith dumps it in deep. Sexton follows it up behind the net. Mason clears the zone. Sexton picks it up, working to get past. Up in the corner, he takes a big hit. That's a big hit. We're going to take a moment. Looks like he's just getting his helmet fixed up. He'll be back on his feet. Sexton's going to leave the ice for a moment. Francis Knott take the face-off. Will Barnes out on wing. Scalise on wing. Got too many men. Get him off. Get him off. Condi's leaving the ice. Icing call and a whistle, and they still laid a hit on Spirito. No call on it. This game could get pretty interesting, I think. Yeah. Yeah, I've watched Mason versus Troy get rough up at Hobart before. It's long-standing, I think. Oh. Troy tried to center that shot up. Mason takes it through the neutral zone. Troy disrupts it. Sexton sends it around the boards. Ended up trying to clear it. Sexton picks it up in the corner. Almost clears the zone. Will Barnes lays a little hit. Sexton lays a big hit. This one's going to get rough here. Sexton's definitely registering his problems here to the ref. This penalty comes at 13:29. We'll see how these refs try to get this together. So Troy now on a penalty kill. They're also calling another penalty. We got a 2 and 10. I didn't think that hit was all that big a deal, but shot on Miramontes blocked out to the corner. Picks it up. Mason keeps trying to center it up. Miramontes gets a glove on it, stops the play. 13-13 in the first. Minute 44 left on this penalty kill. Troy clears the zone. Going to be called no ice. Barnes keeps it in the zone, dumps it back deep. Mason picks it up behind the net. Send it out. Will Barnes puts some pressure on. Barnes picks it up, chips it up the boards, and dumps it in deep. Smith, they laid a big hit on Smith right in the boards. They're going to call that one. That was right in the numbers. Totally deserved. Totally deserved. This penalty's coming at 12:35 in the period. That's against number 4. Looks like name 11. It's now a 4-on-4 game. Got about a minute 5 left on the penalty kill for Troy Trojans. And they're putting a second man in for Mason, so looks like another 2 and 10. Oh, they actually put a 5 minute on Mason. And a second on the bench. Trying to get a handle on this game here. The refs have had enough, so they're trying to get a handle on it. Boy, right out of the gate, this game went rough. Several big hits. Mason's coach is expressing his disagreement with the ref. All right. Brady Smith coming in for the face-off. Smith heading in with it. Goes in deep, big shot, off the glove of Mason's goalie. Francis Knott chips it forward. It stays in the zone. Mason picks it up though, sends it on out to neutral ice. Harris picks it up at the corner. Sends it on out of the zone. Brady Smith picks it up. Crosses in, shoots, off the leg pads. Conde picks it up in neutral ice. Francis Knott goes in. Tries to get a shot off. They lay a big hit on him. Another big hit there from Luke Harris. Smith keeps it in. Lines it up. tried to get a shot, got it through the traffic. Big shot, another shot, stopped by Mason's goalie. All right, we got 11:35 in the first period, just 5 seconds left on the penalty kill. Mason sends it up. Race to it. They disrupt it. Trojans back at full strength. Dump it in deep. Everybody tags up. Brady Smith goes in. Mason brings it out, bounces off the boards. Goes back in Mason's zone deep. They pull it back behind the net again. Got 3:21 on the power play here. Troy picks it up. Got under the stick there. There's tripping right there, didn't get called. Smith clears the zone, out through neutral ice, gets picked up by Mason. Mason charged him with it. Tried to center it up, Troy disrupted it. Troy picks it up, Brady Smith sends it out. Shot. Shot on goal deflected. Spirito chips it back up. Out to Barnes. Barnes dumps it in deep. Spirito chips it sideways. Condi picks it up, sends it out through neutral ice again. Mason pulls it back and sends it all the way up. Condi picked it up out to, let's see, 50. Barnes dumps it in. Spirito going to pick it up behind the net. Mason went in for a hit on Spirito. He was able to mostly dodge it. Shot, all right in the face. Troy dumps it in deep again. Mason ices it again. No call since they're shorthanded. Still a minute 10 on the penalty kill, or I'm sorry, on the power play. 8:42 left in the period. Harris trying to keep it on his stick. Francis Knott picks it up. Sends it out past Sentman to Luke Harris. Harris going to drive it in. Takes a shot, a little wide. Brady Smith chips it around. Picks it up behind the net. They double up on him. They're going to get a call on that. No. Oh, net. I think net came loose. Both teams hungry on this one. Brady Smith in for the face-off. Big hit on Harris, well as a stick to the face mask. Condi stops it, tries to send it back in. They lay a big hit on him. This Mason team loves these hits. They send a shot in deep, wide. Troy sends it around the boards. Harris clears it out to the neutral zone. Another big hit, another big dirty hit. And Troy needs to keep their patience and head on straight. In the face of getting so many goon hockey hits here. There's another one. Harris trying to clear it. Will Barnes with good defense. Conde picks it up, tries to send it around through the corner. Feels like the game's getting a little more timid. Come on, clear it. There, he clears it across, down deep in the Mason zone. Francis not going in after it behind the net. Send it down, it's icing. All right, still 0-0 game, 5:55 left in the period. Mason's coach has given the earful to the refs here over the icing call. All Mason seems to want to do is hit. All right, Spirito goes in for it, chips it up the boards. Shot blocked by Miramontes, leg pads, is a call coming. I think this is going to be against Troy, not sure why. And Will Barnes, I think, is taking this one. Not quite sure what happened. It's a 5:26 in the period. All right. Troy chips this out in neutral ice. Francis Knott picks it up. Saints around, they shove him down. Out across the Conde, he tries to fire a shot off. Got caught up in the traffic. Got an arm up, another penalty coming. Got a tripping call coming. This is against Mason. This is against number 19, I believe, 18 or 19. It's coming at 5-minute even in the period. And there's a call, against Will Barnes. Is still minute 30 on that one. So going to be 4-on-4 for minute 30. Harris gets it, takes a shot, but chip wide. Francis Knott has it, tries to deke his way around, comes loose and out of the zone. Conde picks it up, draws back, and sends it over to Harris. Harris brings it through neutral ice, gets disrupted. Shot, glove saved by Miramontes. I think that shot might have been wide anyway, but he picks it up, stops the play. Got 1 minute left on the penalty against Will Barnes. Got 1:27 left against Mason. 4:27 in the period. Smith takes the face off. Trojans clear the zone. Scalise going in on forecheck. Connie putting up a valiant effort here. Mason takes it through the zone with speed. Shot blocked by Miramontes. It's still loose. It's still loose in front of the goal. Clear it, guys. Clear it. Mason trying to wrap it around. The Trojans disrupt that. Clear the zone. Icing call. All right, Trojans back at full strength. They got 19 seconds on a power play with 3:19 to go. So Sexton's still in with the 10-minute. Should be coming up pretty soon. Actually, we're past it. I think he should be out. That penalty was at 13:29, and we're at 3:12, so it might be a next whistle. Spirito takes it in. Close, close. Oh. Smith taking the face off here. Francis Knott and Will Barnes out on wing. Spirito heading out to challenge on the boards. Oh, he takes a hit. Francis Knott dumping it in the zone. Spirito chips it up the boards, disrupt it. There it is, it's loose, guys. Go Smith. They try to lay a big hit on Smith. There's a shot. Glove save. Glove save Mason. There's still a 0-0 game with 2:17 left in the period. They still haven't let Sexton out, so did they do more than 10 minutes? He's past 10 minutes. He's a good minute past 10 minutes. He's a minute 10 past it. Mason doesn't have anybody in theirs. I don't know what's going on with that. Confab over there between Mason's penalty box and the ref. Sexton did take a couple big hits, and so he might need to sit a bit. 2:17 left in the first period. Francis Knott coming in for the face-off. Sentman, Scalise out on wing. Harris and Spirito on D. Waiting on the ref to give a go-ahead. Not sure what's happening here. There's something going on with the clock, and the officials over there doing something now. I think they're trying to clear out what's... Not a lot of good feelings over there on the other side of the ice, I don't think. So it looks like they're fixing up some score sheet issues.
This is where I need to go to a side comment
Yeah.
and talk.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
How's it going tonight?
Well, here, let me see how the Senators game is going, you know. We'll see what's up there.
How's it going tonight? And so on. The game going
Yeah.
good?
Well, recapping this game, this is a game of nothing but hits. Mason team just keep wanting to lay hits after lay hits after lay hits. They don't. They just keep wanting to nail people. That's it. Yeah, may as well treat it like a timeout. Now looking at the Senators game, looks like they're at second intermission. Senators are up 1-0 over the Hurricanes. At least there's hockey being played somewhere. Yeah, there's a lot of confusion. Mason's coach is in there. Ref's still looking at score sheets, it looks like, trying to figure stuff out. They're pulling Levin back in. So one of the Masons players getting pulled back into the box. I think there might have been some confusion about the whole 10 minutes. I thought they both got 10 minutes, and I think perhaps Mason let somebody out early. But Cooper's being put back in the box too, so all right, we'll see if we can get this game going again. All right, so we're getting back to it. Brady Smith taking the face-off. Sentman and Francis Knott out on wing. Spirito and Harris on the D. Centered up, shot. All got caught up in traffic. Harris chips it up. They definitely hand pass it forward. Not called. Mason gloves down, stops the play. Mason chips it down deep. Harris going in for it. Harris comes away with it, charges down, takes it in, shot, a little wide. Francis Knott coming up, puts some challenge on it, disrupts him at the boards. Harris with it again. trying to maneuver. Centers. Oh, that shot a little high. Conde puts his body in there, stops him from getting momentum in the zone. Harris sends it across to Smith. Smith to Scalise. I'm sorry, Sentman. Lays a hit there. Conde with a nice hit in the boards. Disrupt that whole play. Troy sends it almost out of the zone. Smith put himself in there and stopped that shot. Spirito trying to send it back around the boards. Comes loose. Come on, there it goes. Smith got it, taking it in. Cross the Sentman, he couldn't quite grab it. Mason left the picker back there. Spirito stayed right in there and disrupted it. Excellent job, excellent defense. All right, so end of first period, still a 0-0 game. So not sure what all the confusion was around all the penalties. But looking at that game, Cooper Sexton took a penalty at 13:29. Now it ended up being a 2-10, but it ended up being plus 10. I don't know what in the world's going on. Then he was in longer than 10.
Is he out yet?
Well, they still got the door open like he's going to be coming back in. So don't know what's going on there.
Anticipation for both.
Yeah. And at 12:35, Mason took a 5-minute penalty. And then at 5:26 left in the period, Will Barnes took a penalty. And then number 19 from Mason took a 2-minute penalty at the 5-minute mark. So penalties back and forth. Definitely the way the game's been going. Mason's been laying a lot of heavy-duty hits. Troy's laid a few back, but definitely those hits have been lopsided one way, and Troy's been on the receiving end of them. So see how these refs get a handle on it and try to settle this game down. Settled down here on the latter part of the first period, so hopefully they can keep it under control. Oh yeah, starting one of those games. Yeah, I remember watching these two teams play last year at Hobart. I remember it being just an exceptionally rough game.
When they're home ice.
Yeah.
It's pretty rough also.
Right.
Well, is that the rec center in Kettering? Is that your ice?
No, their ice is here. This is their home ice, yeah.
I just remember a game in Kettering
Yeah.
that was really...
Yeah, I remember last year watching Mason play because Anthony Spirito had a game there with the Bruins right before it, I think. We stayed and watched, and as we watched all those dirty hits being laid, I kept looking at him and saying, "You sure you're going to do that next year?" He says, "Heck yeah, all right." All right, we're back to it here in the second period. Harris trying to get it turned. Smith centers it up. Shot, a little wide. Still loose. Up. They stopped the play there. I think they thought the net might have come just a little loose there, so stopped the play. Going to be a face-off in Mason's zone here in the circle. Smith is in there for it. Francis Knott is on wing. Luke Harris is on wing. Conde and Sexton on defense. Conde picks it up, sends it across to Sexton. Brady Smith gets it though. Takes it in. Gets disrupted. Mason chips it up high. Oh, Conde trying to get it. Oh. Sexton brings it around behind, sends it up the boards. Trojans clear it out to neutral ice, and then Mason dumps it in again. Called icing. So face off again down at the Mason end of the ice. Brady Smith going to take this face off. Looks like he'll have Sentman and Harris on wing, Spirito and Sexton on defense. Mason picks it up behind their net. Spirito puts some body into it, but it's shot wide. Spirito clears it. The Trojans clear the zone. Sexton sends it forward to Smith. He can't quite catch up to it. Mason beat him there. Harris kept it at the blue line and dumps it in deep. Troy tags up. Harris in for it. They're not centered up. Mason comes away with it, crosses neutral ice. There's clear tripping right there, no call. Oh, no, they're going to call it. They got his hand up. All right. There's no question about that one. That penalty comes at 13:09 left in the period. So Trojans go on a power play here. They'll bring the face-off back down to the Mason end. And again, scorekeepers are confused. Trying to get the penalty on the board. There they go. Number 5 for a 2-minute penalty tripping. So Trojans on power play. Sexton picks it up. Francis Knott sends it up to Will Barnes. Sexton picks it up. Tries to dump it in, but stays in the neutral ice. Mason sends it across. Smith picking it up behind the net. Trojans send it down to the zone. Francis Knott went in for it. Couldn't quite catch up to it. Mason sends it around the board. Sexton's going to pick it up here at the blue line. Sends it in down deep to Will Barnes. Couldn't quite hang on to it. Going down to get that behind the net. Mason's going to ice it. No icing since they're on the shorthanded penalty kill. Sexton charging through the neutral zone with it. Shot wide. Shot wide. Harris picks it up in the neutral zone. Sends it across to Smith. Smith tries to put it in. There's 3-on-1 here against Harris. He disrupts it. Yeah, Smith picks it up, takes it out. Sexton goes for a shot. Oh, Mason deflects that one out. Centered up again. Harris is fighting for it. Breaks up that momentum in the neutral zone, and Brady Smith picks it up, heading in with it. Called up. Come on, guys. So they called the offsides there on Sexton. And again, another late physical altercation here without a call. ref wouldn't pick the puck up, so Cooper Sexton went to get it. I don't know what's going on with these refs. All right, Conde comes away, he's got it. Sends it out towards Sexton. Will Barnes grabs a hold of it, but it got off it. Sexton gets it, sends it back up. Barnes. Mason dumps it in deep. Sexton sends it across the ice. Picked up by Scalise, not quite. Conde takes it, sends it around the boards. It's chipped up, clears the zone. Mason tags up. Conde puts a little hit on Mason. Clears the zone across. Sexton sends it up to Barnes. Fighting for it along the boards there. Sexton going up for it in the corner. Sends it on around the boards. Icing. All right, 9:31 in the second period, still 0-0 game here. Physicality settled down a little bit. Still some little hits here and there, but nothing that's been overly egregious. All right, out here for the face-off is Brady Smith. All right, Sentman and Harris on wing. Spirito and Sexton on D. Sexton gets a handle on it, gets it out of there, and Smith took a tumble trying to get to it. He's going to get called for that. Slash. So Trojans go on a penalty kill again. This coming at 9:18 left in the period. No, it wasn't, I guess. Thought he was getting a call for that for sure, but it was only icing. Another very dirty hit there after the play. Spirito takes a shove in the boards. He's fighting to keep it, though. Fighting to keep it. Harris moving it up the ice, but he's doing it leaning right against the traffic. Sexton's got a man on. He'll take it around behind the net. Sends it up to Harris. Harris clears it across to Smith. Smith heads in, trying to get a handle on it. Harris picks it up, saves the blue line, puts a big hit on Mason. Couple big hits going on. Spirito tries to hold the blue line. Everybody gets in a collision. Tripping, anything? Getting physical again. Refs are losing control of this game. There's a icing call. Both teams at even strength again. 7:49 in the second period, still 0-0 game. Hard fought in capital F. Francis Knott took that face off, and then that shot deflected upward by Miramontes. Francis Knott grabs hold of it, trying to take it in. Centered up, number 25. Oh, not. Barnes had that shot, tries to center it up again. Didn't quite work out. Barnes out to challenge him. They dump it in, it's going to be icing. That'll bring it back down to Mason's end. Francis not in for the face-off. Looks like he's got Scalise and Barnes out on wing. Conde and Sexton out for defense. Conde picks it at the board, centers it up. Barnes trying to keep it in. Not quite. Francis Knott sends it backwards. Sexton gets a chance for the team to set up. Conde sends it back across to Sexton. Sexton bides his time, sends it all the way across to Barnes. Sexton saw his opportunity, shoots. It's caught up in the legs of Mason. Oh. Harris tried to fire a shot off and went high, out of play. Trojans make a line change. At 6:28 in the second period, still 0-0 game. Coming out for this face-off is Brady Smith. Harrison Sentman on wing. Spirito and Sexton on defense. Mason sends it around the wall. Out in the neutral ice. The Trojans tag up. Dumps it back in. Called icing. Sexton and Sentman working together, trying to clear it out of the board. There it comes loose. Sends it forward to Smith. Smith brings it, shot. Oh! Blocked by Mason's goalie, but it deflected up, stayed loose. Nobody could quite get up there to get it. Shot. Still loose, still loose. Sexton stops it, sends it up. Spirito tries to get a shot off. He lost his footing. Oh. Spirito stops it, sends back up. Smith shot. It's in the legs of one of the defenders. I think that stunned him a bit. He was favoring that leg as he got up. Mason comes away with it and ices it. Francis not coming in for that face-off. came loose, and Mason sent it around. Condi challenging for it in the neutral zone, trying to hang on to it. Comes loose. Mason's got it in the neutral zone. Dumping in deep. Send it around the boards. Condi sends it across. Gets caught up by Mason. Sexton puts it back to the neutral ice. Francis Knott gets it in. Tries to shake a shot. Blocked. There's a shot. Oh. Sexton keeps it in. Tries centered up. I'll get caught up. Couldn't get a shot off there. Oh, and that shot was glove blocked. Sexton keeps it in. Gets loose. Condi sends it across to Francis Knott. Shot. Glove deflected up off one of the Mason players. Francis Knott pick it up. Everybody's slowing down for some reason. And it's shipped out. Francis Knott has a shot. No. Didn't quite get that opportunity off. Harris fighting it away from the boards. Comes loose back behind the Mason net. Right there's a shot. Mason's goalie ties it up. Still 0-0 game, 3:15 left in the period. Neither team can seem to get a shot off well. They're not putting shots on goal on the board, but I think it would probably favor Troy by a decent margin. I need to start trying to track that on my own, I think. There's enough places that don't put it on the board. Yeah, all right. All right, Smith taking that face off, and Sentiment and Harris on wing. Condi and Sexton out on D. Condi held it there. Harris got it free. Mason ends up coming away with it. Mason pulls it back in their defensive zone. Bounces it off the boards. Troy keeps disrupting it. Every time Mason does that, Troy seems to get it. Sexton lays a hit, and then Harris lays a hit. Smith trying to take advantage of that time. They just can't quite pull it off. Oh, they just can't quite pull those shots off. Oh, it gets past Sexton. Mason's making a call for. That's a lousy call. Lousy call. What a lousy call. I don't know what game he's watching. I don't know. I should shut up. I'll go back and watch the replay later. I wish I had some fancy replay, but it's a little beyond our technological budget, I think, or know-how.
The ref was on his knees.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a pretty lousy call. So this puts the Trojans on a penalty kill here. All right, so Sexton going in. 2:19 left in the period. Lining up for the face-off, Brady Smith. Out on wing, he's got Harris and Condi on D. Mason shot wide. That's 2 minutes on Sexton. head contact on that one. Oh, shut up. I gotta shut up. I gotta shut up. Clearly head contact on that one. So 1:56 left in the period. Mason's taking a penalty on, it's his number, I think, 17. That's going to be a 2-minute penalty, so he's out, period. 1:56 left in the second period. Been nasty hockey here by Mason all night. All night. All right. So 1:30 left here on the penalty kill. They'll get 26 seconds of power play at the end if everything plays out. Ian Francis not coming in for the face-off. Smith out on wing. Got Condi and Luke Harris out for shot. Oh, shot by Harris, just a little wide, but it was a nice one. And Miramontes, that gets, be icing. .142 left, 1:20 left on the penalty against Cooper Sexton. Ian Francis not taking that. Harris comes away with, or shot wide. Sorry, that was Brady Smith. Out to Harris again. Shot. Gets caught up in the legs. Centered up. Oh. Come on, Harris. I keep saying Harris. Brady Smith. There. Mason comes away with it. Condi goes in there and disrupts that. Harris comes away. Try to lay a big hit on him. Condi sends it across ice. Mason picks it up again, though. Troy's been disrupted. His shot off the glass. Smith picks it up, brings it down, takes a shot from afar. It's blocked in the leg pads. 55 seconds. 55 seconds. Mason coming away with it. Condi chipping it forward again. Yeah, come on now. Don't know what he thought he was doing. All right, 47 seconds left in the period and 27 left on Cooper Sexton's penalty. 51 seconds left on Mason penalty, so that'll extend in the next period a little bit. Ian Francis not coming up to take the face off. Will Barnes out on wing. Harris and Condi laying up D. Condi picks it up, sends it out. Gonna be icing. 29 seconds left. Trojans back at full strength. I'm sorry, there might be a slight 2 seconds left on the penalty. The penalty clock's got some lights out, so it's kind of hard to tell. But it didn't come off the board, so I think there's still a few seconds left on it. All right, Will Barnes taking the face off. Mason sends it across the crease, but not on point, so Condi picks it up behind the net. Mason tries to center it. Shot. Blocked by Miramontes. Mason with a nasty shot in the back. Harris. Barnes picks it up. Nope, Harris picks it up. That's the end of period. Still 0-0 game. So we come back in the third period. There'll be a 3-second penalty left for Mason. Looks like this is going to be a long break as they dress the ice. Yeah. So looking back across this game, I think the operative word is rough. Mason's been laying a lot of dirty hits all through the game. They brought the physicality right out of the gate. The Trojans have delivered a little bit of that back, but not to the same extent, that's for sure. Good golly.
Sponsor time.
Yep. We do want to thank our sponsors here for the Trojans varsity sponsors. Thank them. Hockey is never a cheap sport to maintain. It's definitely an expensive sport, and all our sponsors have helped make this possible, help make the broadcast possible, help make the uniforms, the ice time, and the travel and stuff possible. So we really want to thank all our Troy Trojan sponsors for all that they do for us. So this intermission will probably run about 10-15 minutes, so we'll be in.
Last season, I was chief out of the count, shots and goal. This is a rest time. This is after when this is off of the divorce.
I thought that was a pretty nice one. I like their jerseys too. They got some pretty good jerseys this year. Dark one. More just dancing fan. All right. They finished clearing the ice here, and refs are about ready to come out and get the nets. And if anybody's wondering, it looks like my phone will not update fast enough here on this Senators Hurricane game. Showing 1:44 left in the third. 6-on-5 as the Hurricanes have an empty net. Senators are up 2-0. Interesting stat. Looks like shots on goal, 31 for the Hurricanes, 21 for the Senators. Yet the Hurricanes are down 2-0. Also, as we bring things back, looking back on shots on goal by some folks who've been tracking it. Looks like in the first period, shots on goal was 9 for the Troy Trojans, 4 for the opponents, Mason. And then 7 in the second period was 7 shots on goal for the Trojans and 2 shots on goal for Mason. We're getting a nice skating show here. Don't know the name of the skater. Wonderful job by that young lady. I can barely skate, so it all looks impressive to me, you know? That's great. All right, team's starting to head back out on the ice. That Senators Hurricane game just finished up. Senators 3, Hurricanes 0. Looks like Senators must have dumped one in the empty net. All right. So just a quick reminder, the Trojans are on the road here tonight against Mason, also on the road tomorrow night against Lake at the Tam O'Shanter. We'll be broadcasting from there as well, so we'd love for you to join us. And then Sunday night at the historic Hobart Arena in beautiful downtown Troy, Ohio. It's youth hockey night, 5:45 p.m. The Troy Trojans welcome Springboro. Being youth hockey night, lots of Bruins kids will be there. We want to show our love and support to the Bruins organization. And the following weekend is a Miami Freeze tournament. So you can check out all the schedule action there on TrojanHockey.com. We'd love to have you join us for that Miami Freeze tournament. We'd love to have you join us there for Springboro Sunday night, youth hockey night at Hobart. All right. Heading out to get this third period started. I think we've seen times where the physicality of the game has settled down, but I think with the tied 0-0, this could be a serious period here for this team. All right, Brady Smith out for the face-off. Ian Francis not, Luke Harris out on wing. Colin Levin in. Had one too many on the ice for a couple of seconds. Harris came away with it, ended up getting slipped up. Okay, both teams at even strength now. Shot a little wide. Mason pulls it through the neutral ice. Takes a big check there by Cooper Sexton. Sexton picks it up. And Mason dumps it back in. Sexton to Smith. Smith across to Cooper. It's loose, it's loose, it's loose. Oh boy. Couple opportunities there. Shot by Smith and it's in. Smith scores at 14:04 in the period. It's now a 1-0 game. All right, that shot came at 14:04 in the third period. Now 1-0 game, Trojans. All right, Smith lines up for the face-off again. Looks like Francis Knott on wing as well as Cooper. And Harris gets it. Another shot. Still blocked. It's off the post. Goal off the post. That was a good opportunity for Harris. It was a close one. We'll get the goal post set back up. Sentman coming out. Francis Knott heading back in. Cooper Smith having some words there. Brady Smith taking the face off. Sentman and Harris out on wing. Sexton and Condi on defense. Troy's trying to free it up. It's a little shot off. Glove down by Mason. And that's a head contact if anything. I couldn't quite tell with the post, but he's going in. No penalty? No penalty? No penalty. Unbelievable. Should have been a penalty. We're going to call that offsides. Nope, they didn't. Giving back the lack of penalty on that one. having him stand back up. Smith's down on the ice. Took a hard tumble, shaking it off. All right. 13:38 left in the third period. 1-0 game. Troy Trojans are up by 1. Smith for the face-off against Sentman and Harris out on wing. Sexton and Condi out on D. Sexton runs up through the center. Takes it through neutral ice. Sends it up toward the net. Comes back, Smith picks it up. Clears the zone. On up to... Cleared up to Sexton, he couldn't quite get to it. Sentman goes in on forecheck to put some pressure on. And clear again, Mason's after it. Sexton picks it up. There's the zone. Mason sends it around the wall. Sexton clears the zone, and it's free. Smith's going for it. Spins it around, centers it up to Sentman. Sentman's trying to get a shot off. They just can't. Almost. Oh, it's so close. Harris almost had that one. Condi sends it in. Sexton picks it up, keeps it in the zone. Mason sends it across. Condi's fighting for it. Smith picks it up. Sends it across to Sexton. Bounces off the wall. Mason pulls it back in their zone. Harris goes in to forecheck. Mason sent it up fast, but there's a shot. Miramontes stops it. Puts his glove down on it, stops the play. 11:50 left in the third period. Score is 1 Troy Trojans, 0 Mason Comets. All right, Ian Francis Knott takes the face-off. He's got Will Barnes on wing. Let's see, Spirito, Sexton, Scalise out on wing. There's a drop. Comes back. Mason picks it up along the wall. Can't quite do a lot with it. They try to get a shot off. Spirito got his feet in there and blocked that one. Spirito chips it back up the wall. Hard to tell with the posts. Mason pulls back. Sexton tried to send it up the wall. Mason was right there to block it. Shot out towards center. Spirito with it. He's going hard. He stops short to dodge that hit. Smart move. Barnes takes a shot. It's off of Mason. He centers up. Centers up. Spirito tries to chip it back. There's centered up. Mason comes away with it through the neutral ice. Spirito's chasing him down. Sexton geared up to take that hit. Sends it around. It clears the zone. Mason draws back and tags up. Harris went in on a forecheck. Cooper Sexton picks it up. Drives on in. Trying to pull that in. Couldn't quite center it up. Comes out to neutral ice. Barnes holds on to it, dumps it deep. Mason dumps it in deep. And he's pushed. Cooper Sexton pushed from behind. They took a while to call it. And then Smith. Almost became a Tilly. Mason down there taunting. Let's, I think these refs need to pull this, definitely some unsportsmanlike conduct going on. So, Mason's got one in. Smith's going to get called for retaliation, it looks like. 10:04 in the period, so. So we're going to play 5-on-5. Penalties are not on the clock yet. I expect they're going to be both 2 minutes. Stop the play immediately. The refs didn't like the setup. Looks like Cooper Sexton's taking face off. I think that's Harris, Condi, Tidwell. Ian Francis not. There's a goal. It's now a tie game. So it's now a 1-1 game. That came at 9:47 in the period. Again, Troy Kidd's doing the ref's job again. World. Water bottle on the ice for something. All right, Ian Francis not taking the face off. It's like Scalise and Harris on wing. Condi and Sexton on D. Condi clears the zone. He's out. Francis not takes it. Gets it in the zone. Shot. Blocked by Mason. Francis not with the face-off. Mason sends it around the boards. Mason comes away with it. Couldn't get a good shot off, so Troy's picking it up. Taking some abuse down there. Mason pulls it back in their zone. Troy just couldn't hang on to it in the neutral ice. Mason's having trouble getting it too. Clears the zone. I don't know, Mason's goalie dropped his stick. Too bad that wasn't on goal. He probably got called anyway for laying the stick down. All right, so face off here in the Trojan zone. Francis Knott's coming in for the face-off. Sexton sends it around the boards. Barnes picks it up, clears the zone. Sentman picks it up, neutral ice. Loses it to Mason. Mason tries to send it in. All right, Troy clears it again. Mason frees it up. Francis not going to get it. Sends it back out in neutral ice. Gets picked up by Sexton. Sexton drives in. Trying to center up. Trying to center it up. Sends it back to the corner. Barnes splits it out to the center. Mason ices it. They didn't call the ice. Miramontes puts it out there for Cooper Sexton to pick it up. Sends it around the wall. It goes clear. Barnes gets it. There's a trip. Didn't call that one. Sexton sends it around the wall. Harris is going to pick it up in the corner. Seems like everything's slowing down here. Troy clears the zone, sends it out. Mason goes ahead and forces the offside so they can get a line change. Brady Smith in for the face-off. Mason frees it up. Spirito's getting down there to try to challenge. They center it up. Saved by Miramontes. Great save, great save. All right, 7:09 in the third. And Troy Trojans got to be careful giving it up like that. Those kinds of mistakes are going to be costly. Feels like everybody's kind of slowing down here. I think everybody's a little gassed out. Team's trying to lay all those big hits early on, warm out. Mason with a shot. Gets caught up in traffic. Mason centers it up. Trojans clear it out of the crease. Spirito lets go on back. Sexton picks it up again. Brings it around behind the net. Heads up center. He's trying to drive it all the way home. Well, fancy footwork, but can't quite get the shot off. Smith chasing it down. Gonna be icing. .620 left in this 1-1 game. They'll be facing off down here in the Mason end. All right, Francis Knopp take the face off. Will Barnes and Scalise out on wing. Sexton and Condi on D. Condi hustles down the boards to get it, pulls it out to center. Mason tagged up just in time. Condi getting in the way, disrupting everything. Good job. Excellent D. Lost it though. I don't know what the who's getting the high stick. They're just stopping the play and resetting. So no actual penalty on anybody. 5:56 left in the third. Great save by Miramontes. Grab that in the glove. That was only 4 seconds of play, so 5:50 left in the third. Lining up, Francis Knott will take the face off again. Scalise and Barnes on wings. You chip it out, he got a chance. Barnes with the breakaway. Shoots, high and wide. Knott picks it up. Miramontes sends it over, so Sexton will pick it up. He sends it across. Mason's coming away with it. Condi's trying to stay in there. Shot wide. Back out in neutral ice. Mason pulls it back in their zone. Barnes trying to hold that blue line. Mason took their time to get a few people changed out. Condi sends it across and in the zone. Sentman going for it. Icing. .442 left in the period. 1-1 game. Another save by Miramontes. Mason holds it in the zone though. Trojans got to get a handle on that puck. Sexton picks it up, sends it up and out of play. Sexton wings it up the boards, clears the zone. Mason picks it up though. Smith picks it up, takes it around the net, sends it wide. Put an interference call on Mason here with 3:50 left in the period. Detroit Trojans on a power play here for 2 minutes. We got 3:50 left in the period. It's a 1-1 game. This could be a deciding factor here. Heading in, Ian Francis Knott will take the face off. Harris and Barnes out on wing. Sexton and Smith playing defense. Smith going, loses it, sends it back across though. Keeps it in the zone. Harris tried to get a shot off there. Centers up. Cooper trying to take a one-timer, sends it across. Harris tried to get that there. Gonna stop the play. Not sure what happened there, but we can get down away to where I can see around that post. All right, Ian Francis Knott to take the face off again. Centers up, off to Cooper. Cooper back across to Smith. He shoots it. Oh, there's a good block by Mason's goalie. All right, Sexton going down to pick it up. takes it back in. Had to get around the referee. Knott keeps it. Shoot. Harris sends across. Oh, it's loose. Barnes was there for it, but it got loose. Sexton takes it again. Puts it up in the center. Sexton sends it back around to Smith. Smith centers up. The Trojans got stick on it, but couldn't hold it. Mason sends it back down. Zone's cleared. Harris picks it up. Brings it in the zone. All across to Smith. Shot in there! All right. It's another goal by Brady Smith at 2:07 in the period. Trojans now up 2-1. 2:07 left in the period. Probably in for a pretty hectic 2 minutes. And the Troy Trojans got to hang on to this one. Yeah, Trojans call a timeout. So remember to join us tomorrow night. You can join us here on YouTube, or if you want to drive all the way up to Sylvania, Ohio, near Toledo. The Troy Trojans will be on the road playing against Lake at the Tam O'Shanter. And then again, Sunday night, youth night, the Troy Bruins. Join us at the historic Hobart Arena in beautiful downtown Troy, Ohio at 5:45 against Springboro. Love to have everybody show up. Join us. And the Sharks on the ice. I saw those kids planning it in the restroom between the second and third period. Oh boy. Kids will be kids. I think the ref's trying to figure out if it's real or not. He's not sure about it. He don't want to touch it. I don't know if it's a stuffed animal or... Oh, they might have... I think they went to Jungle Gyms and got a real one. Oh, boy. So when they were planning that one in the restroom, they said one of their friends lost a bet, and he was the one who had to do it. Now, you don't see that every day at a high school hockey game, right? Yeah. Yep. All right, 2:07 in the third period. Trojans are up by 1. It's a 2-1 game. It's going to probably be a spicy one, so Mason's hungry for it. And he put it in there. Oh, guys. Oh, boy. All right, they tied it up. The Troy Trojans got their work cut out for them. They got to put another one in that net. 2 minutes even on the third period. Harris chips it down in the zone. Smith trying to come out. He centers it up. He centers it up. It's a shot. There was a shot, but it hit the leg pads. Mason clears the zone. Coming down for icing. Harris almost had that. All right, 1:41 left. A tie game, 2-2. All right, Smith in for the face-off. Harrison Knott out on wing. Condi shoots wide. Not trying to get it out of the corner. Mason comes away with it. A lot of Trojans trying to center it up at the same time. Up and out of play. Up and out of play. 1:26 left in the period. In the game. Gonna line up down here in Mason's end. Smith again. Still Harris and Knott out on wing. Condi shoots. Just a little wide. Centered up. Almost there. Harris almost had that. Not trying to pull it out. Condi gets it. Centers it again. It's caught up on one of the Mason kids. And Condi back pushing him out to the boards. Mason dumps it. They clear their delayed offsides. Sexton takes it back behind. Mason drops it. Shot. Glove save. Number 5 with a fair amount of taunting going on. Trojans just got to keep their heads on straight. 50 seconds in this game. 50 seconds they got to clear this thing out. Ref trades out Mason's face-off. Oh, and there it is. There it is. Harris gets a break. Harris gets a break. Oh, it's free, and it's in there! It's in there! It's in there! It's in there! Mason yelling about the ref. Mason yelling at the ref. 38 seconds, 38.8 seconds. Now 3-2 game, 3-2 game. All right, lining up for the face-off. Troy Trojans call timeout. 39 seconds technically to go. 38.8. 3-2 game. It's been an emotional one. Lots of physicality and at different points in the game, and yeah, shark got thrown on the ice, like a literal shark. Like when those kids told me they were going to throw a shark out, I figured they had a stuffed animal or something, but they weren't joking. They went to Jungle Gyms and got the real thing, you know? All right, it's going to be a tight 38.8 seconds here. All right, Brady Smith with the face-off. Francis Knott and Will Barnes out on wing. Harrison Sexton out on the defense. Troy's just got to keep hold of this. They got an empty net. They got an empty net, so they got to pull this thing out. There it is, there it is. Shoot it, shoot! Guys, get in there and get him. Oh, oh, a great save by Miramontes off his legs. 5 seconds, 5, 3, 2, 1. It's in. All right. That's a tough game. Your Troy Trojans came out on top 3-2. 3-2. What an exciting third period. What an exciting third period. So congratulations to the Troy Trojans, and we'll see you tomorrow as we come for one of the moms is yelling at a Mason kid for breaking his stick. She knows how much those cost. But come to you tomorrow, Tam O'Shanter in Toledo as they take on Lake. And again, 5:45 Sunday night at home against Springboro Youth Hockey Night. We hope to see lots of Troy Bruins there. All right, thank you. Everybody have a safe evening. I didn't see them actually throw. Jungle Gyms, probably. They told me that they lost, like one of their friends lost a bet, so that's what they said. He's going to throw sharp on the ice.
Expensive, man.
I don't know. It's got to be $150. I don't know. Whatever Jungle Gyms charges you for. It's a huge grocery. They've got all kinds of crazy things there. So if you want to go in and buy a hog's head, or you want to buy a beef tongue, or you want to,